Hello guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today it's AFC Wimbledon versus Luton Town match day preview. Before I get into this video guys, this video is sponsored by OneFootball. OneFootball app is one of the best football apps out there. Helps you with the news, scores, fixtures, everything which you need to know about your club. It's definitely on the app, so make sure you download it. Link will be in the description below. Before I get into the AFC Wimbledon game, I do talk about the game before, which was against Accrington Stanley, and I just want to quickly talk about the racist chants which were happening this week. As I'm recording this video, the club have released a statement about the incidents. Now for me, I believe there was no racist chants, and I knew this straight away because one, Luton fans are not racist. I've never heard any racist chants since going to Luton. I've heard like abusive chants, like players are this, players are that. However, that's normal, I expect that, and I do that myself. I do call players whatever because they get on my nerves, and that's what happens in football. You know, you give abuse to players, they give you abuse back. It's back and forth, back and forward. However, being racist or homophobic or anything which is classed as like bad behaviour and crossing the line, it's not accepted at a football match. I find it really funny that 3 reporters have obviously accused Luton fans of being racist. Accrington fans who were in that area have come out and said that they heard nothing. So I find it really hard to believe that there was racist chants. They're saying that there was racist chants in like 2 different areas of the football stadium. There was 2 allegations which were made. One, I think, near the press box, and then one in the Oak Road end. I find that very unlikely, and it's just been proven that there was no evidence to support the allegations, and the club are still investigating the second incident, but it does look like nothing's going to come from it, because at the end of the day, there is no evidence. If you've got no evidence, you can't proceed in a claim or in an allegation. I believe what's happened is a few supporters have said something and a few people have heard and gone, oh, that sounds a bit racist, and then they've gone to report it. I believe that's what's happened. I don't believe a Luton fan has come out and said this about, especially about an Accrington player. There's no need, we're 4-1 up. Like, well, we were winning for the majority of the second half. Why is there a need to be racist? I reckon it happened in the second half as well, because of the way that half was going. It was very like hostile, you know, fans getting on the players, giving abuse to the Accrington players on the way they were behaving, and that. So for me, it makes sense why it happened in the second half, but I highly doubt there was any racist chance. And half the time, the Accrington players weren't even in our half because we were attacking them and scoring goals. So I just don't reckon it was true. I reckon someone's made out for it to be bigger than what it is, and yeah, I'm glad that it's been squashed, and hopefully we don't hear nothing more about anything racist in the upcoming weeks, or especially for a long while. About the Accrington game, we were very good, dominated them in the second half. First half was quite even. We could have won that first half, but we didn't. But we were brilliant, and I felt the team which played that game were outstanding, and they did really well. Moving on to this game against AFC Wimbledon, we are playing AFC Wimbledon at the correct time. I think they're the most out of form team in the division. We need to be beating them, to be honest. They got Joe Pigott, who's a former on loan Luton player. I do reckon he's going to score. I actually liked Joe Pigott when he was at Luton, but a lot of fans hated him. But yeah, I do reckon he will score against us. My score prediction for that game is going to be 2-1. We need to improve our away form, guys. You know, that's the only thing which is letting us down this season. A lot of fans reckon we could go for promotion. I believe we're not ready this year. Looking at it this season, I'm not being negative, it's just how I feel the team is. I believe we are 3 to 4 players away from the championship. You know, Barnsley for me showed what type of team they are, and I just believe we are 3 or 4 players away. Maybe next year we can go for it, but this year I don't think we'll be ready. And if we did go up, obviously I can't say we would last in the championship because we can then sign better players. So it's all ifs and buts at the moment, but I do believe at the moment we are 3 to 4 players away from the championship. But that does not mean we still can't go for it. I would still like us to go for it, and I just don't want us to be heartbroken at the end of the season where we've lost a playoff final. If we're going to compete for promotion, I'd rather us go for the first top spaces, either winning the league or go second. But apart from that, I don't really want us to challenge through the playoffs because we know what our record is like, and I don't really want to be heartbroken at the end of the season. Like I was saying, our away form needs to improve. That's the only thing which is letting us down this season. But apart from that, we are doing really well at the moment. We're in the playoffs. Wimbledon, they want their fans want their manager out. So for me, it's the perfect time to play him. Jake Jervis won't be playing for AFC Wimbledon because obviously he's on loan from us. And yeah, my score prediction 2-1. We need to be beating AFC Wimbledon. There's no excuses. Danny Hilton is obviously on form. Collins' work rate is doing really well. Let's see if he can get a goal now because he's gone a few games without scoring. Just go from there, guys. We need to be beating AFC Wimbledon. For me, there's no excuse not to beat AFC Wimbledon. If we come out of that game with only a point or a loss, I won't be happy because it's the same stuff all season, and we need to just be picking up these points away from home. One win, we've only won one away game this season. So, and our current run, which we've got until January, we've actually got a decent run of teams which are beatable and they're in the bottom half of the league. So really we need to start picking up some points. But anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. Drop a like if you did enjoy it. Comment down below your thoughts for AFC Wimbledon. Let me know, guys, if you think Grant and Shinnie can play in the same team together away from home. I reckon at home it's completely fine because they're both attacking players. However, away from home, I believe we're set up wrong away from home. We're set up the same as what we are at home. However, I just don't feel like it works away from home. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you reckon Grant and Shinnie can play with each other away from home? Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Follow me on all my social media if you haven't done already. And I'll see you guys in the next video.